What is the equation of a line that passes through point 3, negative 2, and has a slope of 1/3? So we can kind of look at this visually. We have a coordinate plane over here. Grab a new marker. There's our coordinate plane. And our point 3, negative 2, we're going to go 3 over and down 2. There's our point. And we know this line goes up to the right because our slope is 1/3. So, I don't know, we'll just sketch a line there. We know it looks something like that, but we don't really know where it crosses right here. Right? This part would be helpful. We don't know where that crosses. So to do this algebraically, we want to use the slope-intercept formula. So that formula is y equals mx plus b, where x and y are just a point. X and y really are just x and y like so. M we know is our slope, and b is our y-intercept. So what we can do here is just plug in all our known values. Okay, we can plug in our x and y and our slope because we know those things. So the point we're given here is 3, negative 2. So we know that our first coordinate is x, second is y, and we know our slope is typically notated by the variable m. Okay, so let's fill in everything we know. So we know our y value. Our y value is negative 2. We know our m value is 1/3. We know our x value is 3. And we're looking for b. Remember, b is our y-intercept. That's what we're trying to find. B is our y-intercept, where it crosses the y-axis. Let's find a marker that works a little better here. So let's solve for b here. So we have negative 2 equals 1/3 times 3 plus b. So we can make this into one number. Let's clean this up a little bit. So we have negative 2 equals, and then 1/3 of 3. If I'm going to split 3 into 3 equal pieces, each piece would be 1. Right? 1/3 of 3 is 1 plus b. So now to get b alone, I want to get rid of any add-ins. I want to get rid of any terms that are attached to it. So we have b is attached to this positive 1. We have 1 plus b here. So to get rid of it, I want to subtract 1. Because we all know that 1 minus 1 is 0. And that will be helpful because then we're just left with b. But also what I do to one side of the equation, I have to do to the other. Right? So if I take 1 from this side, and I have to take 1 from the other side. So negative 2 minus 1 is negative 3. 1 minus 1 is 0. And then I'm left with my b, which is our y-intercept. So then we just have to go right back up to our equation. And we want to know what the equation of this line is for any point. Any point that's on this line that crosses through point 3, negative 2 and has a slope of 1/3. So our xy we're going to leave generic. We don't want to replace it now with 3, negative 2. We did that to find our y-intercept. Now we just want to make a generic equation of y equals our slope. That's steady no matter where we are on the line. Our slope will always be 1/3. X, we don't want an exact point again, so we're leaving these generic. And then plus our y-intercept here of negative 3. So we could clean this up a little more. This plus a negative is really the same as, adding a negative is really the same as subtracting that. So we have y equals 1/3 x minus 3. So again, our slope is 1/3, so for every 1 over, I'm going 3 over. 1 up, 3 over. And my y-intercept here is negative 3.